G'day, lovebirds. Welcome to another exciting episode of our show. The Eliot, the charming bloke who wanted to sweep his bride off her feet with old-fashioned romance. He was quite the character, wasn't he? Yeah, he was all about that 1950s vibe, looking for a wifey to cook, clean, and look pretty. Eliot's style was straight out of a classic movie, complete with 50s-inspired outfits. He even admitted to not being a fan of modern dating apps. Can you believe it? In this day and age, he preferred the old-school way of meeting people. His match? The gorgeous Lauren Hall, a woman who seemed open to traditional roles but with a modern twist. She was intrigued by Eliot's old-fashioned charm but had her own contemporary ideas. Eliot's intro package was a trip. It was like stepping into a time machine. We saw him polishing his vintage car, listening to old records, and indulging in all sorts of vintage activities, and talking about his dream girl. He had a very clear picture of what he wanted. He seemed like a true gentleman, but maybe a little stuck in the past. His traditional views were charming, yet a bit outdated. Even his mates at the Bucks party were a bit surprised by his old-school views on relationships. They couldn't believe how much he clung to the past. The wedding was beautiful, set in a romantic garden with fairy lights and everything. The atmosphere was magical, with every detail meticulously planned to create a fairy tale setting. Lauren looked absolutely stunning walking down the aisle, her dress flowing elegantly as she moved. The guests were in awe, and there was a collective gasp of admiration, and Eliot couldn't take his eyes off her. His expression was a mix of love and sheer amazement, as if he couldn't believe his luck. But then came the speeches. What started as heartfelt and touching soon took a different turn. Remember when Eliot's best mate made that joke about him wanting a woman to iron his socks? Awkward. The room fell silent for a moment, unsure how to react. Lauren seemed taken aback by some of the comments about traditional roles. Her smile faded, replaced by a look of discomfort. It was like a glimpse into what life with Eliot might actually be like. The tension was palpable, hinting at underlying issues. And then there was that tense moment at the dinner table when they talked about their careers. The conversation grew serious, and the festive mood seemed to wane. Eliot seemed surprised that Lauren was ambitious and driven in her career. It was clear they hadn't fully discussed their future plans. Could this be an early sign of trouble in paradise? Only time will tell if these red flags are just minor bumps or something more serious. Things got really tense, really fast. Eliot started laying down the law about what he expected in a wife. He wasn't shy about voicing his opinions on everything from housework to how Lauren dressed. It was clear that compromise wasn't exactly his strong suit. Lauren tried to be understanding, but she wasn't about to change who she was for any man. By the time the honeymoon rolled around, it was obvious that this relationship was on shaky ground. And then it happened. Eliot dropped the bomb. He wanted out. The experts were shocked. The viewers were shocked. Everyone was shocked. Eliot's sudden departure left Lauren heartbroken and questioning everything. She couldn't believe what had just happened and felt utterly lost. But this is MAFS, and there's always a twist. Just when you think you know what's coming, the show throws a curveball. Enter Clint, a single dad with a heart of gold. His warm personality and genuine nature immediately caught everyone's attention. He and Lauren hit it off immediately, bonding over their shared experiences and values. They found comfort in each other's company. As for Eliot, well, bless his cotton socks, he decided to give love another go. He realized that he wasn't ready to give up on finding his perfect match. He returned to the experiment and was matched with the fiery Veronica Cloherty. Their first meeting was electric. Talk about a clash of personalities. Their interactions were intense and full of passion. But will these new couples find love? Or will their differences be too much to overcome? Are we in for more drama, tears, and explosive commitment ceremonies? The stakes have never been higher. Stay tuned because this season is just getting started. The journey is far from over and anything can happen.